What's up, guys? I'm showing you guys the fastest way to go ahead and level up in the brand new program in MLB The Show 22. So, you guys may know about some of these, you guys may not know about some of these, so make sure you guys stay till the end of the video because I'm going to be giving you guys a ton of different ways to go ahead and make sure you guys go ahead and max out the program as fast as you guys possibly can. Let's go ahead and hop in, start getting around that XP. Before we do hop in though, if anyone is new, make sure you guys go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn to post notifications. I seriously would appreciate it. We are on the road, man, to 15,000 subscribers, and keep the intro nice and short, but just make sure you guys go ahead and like and subscribe. So first off, let's go ahead and talk about some of the mission objectives and all that different stuff. So you guys are gonna have a ton of these right when you go ahead and hop into the game. It's not the most efficient, but you know, there may be some things you guys can go ahead and do. There may be some collections right off the bat. There may be some exchanges you guys can go ahead and do. Usually they do put out exchanges right off the bat. So if you guys have like a bunch of live series cards you guys really don't use or anything, and maybe you guys just open a crap ton of packs, never sell anything, you guys can go ahead and exchange some cards in order to get some XP in the program right off the bat. So you guys might have even like this much right here and get 30,000 XP for just exchanging some cards that you otherwise wouldn't even sell. So maybe you guys have some, like, maybe you guys are like, you know, maybe you have a God Squad, you have a couple diamonds that you're not using, don't really need the stubs or anything. You can go ahead and exchange them and just get some XP right off the bat and be one of the first guys to go ahead and get, you know, some of the new bosses and all that. So exchanges are a pretty good way for the most part. There may be some showdown, there may be conquest. There's going to be a conquest. I believe there is a conquest that's confirmed. You'll get 30,000 XP more than likely for going ahead and completing the conquest. But there's also, you know, like I said, collections. But there's going to be moments also. You can go ahead and do the moments. There should be daily moments for a couple, you know, a couple thousand XP right there. So it's nothing too crazy from here, but let's go ahead and talk about some of the different methods now. Okay, let's go ahead and start off with one of the most popular methods that you guys may know about, but just in case, we're going to cover this one. And I also kind of do it a different way than some of the other people do it. It just kind of depends. So make sure you guys stay, you know, pay attention to this because there's different ways to go ahead and go about this. It's just kind of up to you. Just let me explain. So go ahead and start a new road to the show. And we're going to go ahead and just do that right now. So set up a ball player, make sure it's an archetype that you guys really haven't maxed out or anything. This is a brand new one for me for the most part. So let's go ahead and just make it that one my active. And then we'll go ahead and back out. And then you guys want to go ahead and make sure you download a roster. So the roster is called, if you guys go ahead and look up in the vault, look this up. It is RTTS Grind PHI for Philadelphia. Make sure you guys go ahead and look this up in the vault. It's in the top right, is just the main menu. Go ahead and look that up in the vault, download this roster, RTTS Grind, and load that in to your road to the show. Number one thing you guys got to do, make sure you guys go ahead and do this. And once you guys go ahead and do that, you want to go ahead and load in here. Oh, we got a nice beard going on. All right. So what you guys need to do this also. So make sure you go ahead and go to, I've heard from one team more than a couple times. So go ahead and make sure you go to the National League. And make sure it is an NL East team, so you guys can go ahead and go to the Philadelphia Phillies. So make sure you guys go ahead and go to the Phillies. Make sure you guys go ahead and do that, and you'll be set up from here. And just, you know, watch the end of this cutscene real quick. So see you guys when we get out of this. Okay, so now that you're on the Phillies, there's a couple of different options that you guys can go ahead and do. I'll explain this here. Go ahead and go to your My Player, and then go to your ball player here. You can check out your archetype and what you need to go ahead and accomplish. So I have personally this one maxed out, but you know, it just go to one that you guys, you know, make yourself the archetype that you guys have not already maxed out and all that. So, because I've already, you know, maxed all this out. I've maxed out all these up to the Duke and Showboat and all that different stuff. So go ahead and make sure you guys choose one of those. But it depends. Do you guys prefer stubs or XP really? So you guys can get a crap ton of stubs by doing this. If you guys are, you know, trying to get XP along with a crap ton of stubs, this is what you guys can go ahead and do, is just go ahead and make sure you guys progress through the program really fast, or you go ahead and just try to get your XP, you know, as fast as possible, but not really get as many stubs, because this diamond equipment here, it sells for like 50,000 stubs sometimes. Some of these are like 25,000 stubs. You'll make a crap ton of stubs by doing this. So like the number one stub making method right there for sure. But otherwise, you guys can go ahead and just go ahead and grind out the XP. If you guys are looking to grind out the XP, I recommend going in and changing your stadium. Go to league and then go to stadium assignment, and make sure you guys go ahead and give yourself, you know, a really short stadium. So make sure it's like the AA, and just make sure you guys play all your home games and all that too. So you guys can go ahead and make it a custom stadium. I did the Twin XP, so go ahead and just look that up and download this Twin XP. You guys can go ahead and get that. Shortest field, you know, really high altitude, I think, is what makes the ball go far, right? High or low altitude? It might be low altitude, I think it is. That makes the ball go further. But otherwise, you guys, if you don't want to do all that, you can just go to, like, you know, where's the one, what's it called? I forgot what it's called. Or not the, it's a minor league stadium. Laughing Mountain, right? I think it's Laughing Mountain. I think this is the best minor league stadium for hitting home runs, I believe. But just go ahead and just make sure you guys go ahead and hit bombs. Play in the beginner difficulty. But there's also a couple different settings you guys have to go ahead and turn on. So if we go to settings here, and then we go ahead and go to mode specific, you want to go ahead and have skip to next appearance. You want to have showtime opportunities off. So make sure you guys have that off. You guys, I think you want to pretty much have all of these on, or just what this is on as well. So make sure you have showtime opportunities off. So make sure that's off, and then go ahead and go to presentation. Make sure it's on fast play, none, all, high leverage, off. Then make it go by a lot faster. So then you want to go to gameplay. Make sure this is on. Make sure it's on like beginner. You can do veteran as well. That'll get you a little bit of XP, but it just really depends what you guys want to go ahead and do. But yeah, I just pretty much changed that, and that's really all you guys have to go ahead and do, I believe. So I also go ahead and turn off my base running opportunities. So I think that's in here as well. Base running opportunities. Yeah, make sure this is actually on none. Make sure this is on none. The player lock fielding opportunities, make sure that's on none. And then go ahead and make sure your base running opportunities is on none as well. So highly recommend doing that, because that way you want to, go ahead and do that. That's if you're going ahead and trying to grind out XP the fastest. If not, you want to go ahead and make sure that you guys go ahead. If you guys are taking that stub route and want to get more stubs along with the XP, then I highly recommend going and turning on your base running opportunities to all. So highly recommend that. Actually, you can also do lead runner. So that could actually be really, I actually do lead runner more than anything. That way you guys can go ahead and, only have opportunities to steal. Because if you want to go ahead and get the stubs and progress through the program faster, you guys can go ahead and steal more bases. So just go ahead and, because the missions right here, that's what they look like. 30 plate appearances, putouts, assists. I personally just ignore the putouts and assists. I just do the hits, extra base hits, stolen bases, extra base hits. So yeah, stolen bases, this is what's going to help you progress through the program faster. But if you're going to try to just grind XP more efficiently, then I wouldn't really steal the bases. But if you're looking to get, a good equal opportunity of both stubs and XP, then I'd probably go ahead and do these stolen bases. So hopefully this kind of makes sense. If anyone has any questions, let me know down in the comments. I'll do my best to go ahead and reply to you guys, because I know this can be kind of confusing. It just depends if you guys want to go ahead and grind XP and stubs at the same time, or if you'd rather just, grind XP the most efficient way possible. Next up, I believe I talked about this in yesterday's video, but you guys can go ahead and download this roster right here. Let's go ahead and pull this up here. I'm going to go ahead and load my roster. And we're going to go ahead and go to saved rosters, and we're going to go ahead and go to this one right here. So go ahead, look up in the vault, go to LSC XP. Download this roster right here. We're going to go ahead and load this one up. So you have to do that all on your own. Just go ahead. If you guys don't know how to download rosters, go ahead and go to vaults, and you guys can go ahead and download them. Just look them up in the search. But then you want to go ahead and go to exhibition, and then you want to go ahead and make sure you are playing against the Astros and you are on the Angels. Make sure this is what it's on. Go ahead and go to Angel Stadium, or whatever you guys want to do. It doesn't really matter. Make sure this is on fast play. And you want to go ahead and player lock yourself. So go ahead and click the right trigger, and then this will pop up right there. So player lock yourself, make sure that's on there, and then go ahead and click Shohei Ohtani, and you can see we're playing a bunch of 1 overall trash cans over there. So go ahead and then just ready up. And pretty much all you guys got to go ahead and do is change your pitching to classic. So once we hop in the game, we're going to go ahead and change our settings for our pitching from pinpoint to classic. It's going to make it a ton easier. So just go ahead and make sure you have like these on for player lock as well. You can go ahead and change all these if you guys want, but I just make sure you're not like batting and all that, because it's not really going to help you out too much. But then, well, I guess you're not going to do that if you're, if you're pitching anyway. But anyways, go ahead and make sure you are, where can we change the, this is weird. Right here. Okay, it is on this. Go ahead and change your pitching to classic. So make sure it's on classic. And then it's really easy to go ahead and do. You're just going to go ahead and try to get strikeouts. So just go ahead and go to classic. Really, like they're not going to swing it. If they do get a hold of it, it's likely going to go ahead and be foul. You can throw it outside the strike zone like that. It's going to be really easy to strike them out here. I personally like the outside sliders like that. I mean, you're just going to strike them out, and that's a ton of XP that we just got right there. We're going to go with the high fastball there. You got a hold of that one, but it was foul. Really easy to go ahead and do. It's super fast. Just make sure you have your presentation settings all on the same thing. I like the curveballs as well. They usually get some a good amount of time right there. That's 2 strikeouts. I mean, really easy to go ahead and do, and you're going to be grinding XP like crazy by doing this. So yeah, XP is really good as long as you're efficient with it. I personally, I have had, there's been times where I get more XP doing this than the Road to the Show one. So just kind of, figure out what you guys want to go ahead and do. It's a 2-2 count here, and we struck out all 3 batters. We struck out the side, and we got 630 XP right there. So really fast way to go ahead and do that. these are the presentation settings that I highly recommend having on. Make sure it's on fast play, none, all, high leverage, off, and off. So that's what I personally do. I'm gonna change my settings back real quick so I don't get messed up next time when I try to go ahead and pitch online. I don't want to pause and go back to pinpoint, but yeah, that's the second method right there that I personally love doing. So I think that pretty much covers everything I want to talk about, though. Some people still don't know about that strikeout glitch right there. Not glitch, but method. So yeah, road to the show. Hopefully that maybe opened your eyes a little bit to the stubs you guys can make from that. If you guys have, just been trying to hit home runs and all that, or maybe you guys were, not trying to necessarily go for home runs, because that's the most efficient way if you go for home runs in road to the show, but also, try out the strikeout method a little bit as well, and just kind of see which one you guys like the best, because I like both of them pretty equally. I was just looking for stubs when I was personally grinding a lot, but yeah, that's going to do it for me though, man. Again, make sure you guys go ahead and like the video and subscribe. I seriously would appreciate it, but that's going to do it for me, man. Appreciate you guys watching. Comment RTTS if you guys made it this far in the video for road to the show, so I know who made it to the end of my videos, because I genuinely do appreciate you. So I know who the OGs are who, stick to the end of my videos. Comment RTTS. But that's going to do it for me, man. Peace out, boys. See you guys in the next one.